Hello, greetings from Firstbeat and welcome to today's podcast. This is Tiina Hoffman speaking, and today I'm going to be talking about the new fitness level feature that is now available in the lifestyle assessment. Firstly, what is fitness level, the way we talk about it? It's a new feature in lifestyle assessment that estimates the client's maximal oxygen uptake or VO2 max, also known as aerobic fitness or endurance. Fitness level is estimated from a 30-minute walk performed during the standard 3-day lifestyle assessment. As a professional user, when you want to involve this, you don't need to actually do anything beforehand, no special preparation or check boxes to click. Fitness level will come automatically into the report if a 30-minute walk or longer is detected in the measurement. It's on a separate report page, and I'll show what the page looks like, but this is the basic look of the fitness level feature that will be on the report. We call this feature fitness level and specifically not a fitness test because we want to emphasize the fact that this is something that a regular person can do as part of their normal life without requiring some kind of a testing type effort. If you want to read more about it, we have a website for fitness level. It's under Wellness Services, Individual Wellbeing page. It has an FAQ section and a bunch of background information about VO2 max and some research findings, and then also instructions how to do this. And also there's a blog available on the Firstbeat blog site about the fitness level. The feature is how we should talk about it to our clients to make sure that it's understood and taken the right way. So it's definitely a cool, valuable addition to lifestyle assessment and a nice new sales point because you can add something concrete and new to the lifestyle assessment offering, but it should not overshadow the main lifestyle assessment focus and communication. The 3-day assessment, stress and recovery balance, sleep, physical activity, that's still the core of the assessment like it always has been. But now instead we should look at this as something that can be added to that as part of it. Fitness level should not be looked at as an explanation for a given result, but instead as a possibility. So we should not say that somebody's result is poor because their fitness is low, but instead turn it around and look at it in a way that if a person's fitness level is low, that gives them a chance to do some changes. And by improving your fitness, it actually does have an effect on comprehensive well-being, and you can see some meaningful changes in other wellness indicators as well. And this is a simple, concrete way to monitor fitness development in follow-up measurements. In the past, it has often been felt that the physical activity minutes in the 3-day measurement, it's valuable information and interesting information, but it doesn't necessarily reflect what the client does day in and day out. But now in addition to that, the habitual physical activity, what they're doing, you can also see if the changes that they made to their activity program were having a desired effect and they were actually able to concretely improve the fitness level from one measurement to the next. A lot of research and background, of course, is known to most of us how important and why fitness is so important. And the message today seems to really be around the fact that VO2 max, that used to be something that we thought in the context of sports and athletes, but now it's really considered an important feature for everybody, for people of all fitness levels. High VO2 max means good endurance, and it has been strongly shown to be associated with better health and performance and reduced mortality risk. And when we communicate about the fitness level in the lifestyle assessment context, it's important to cater and focus the communication depending on the target audience that we have. So when we talk to people in the lower range of the fitness, in poor or very poor or moderate fitness level, then the message centers more around well-being and health and life quality. So even a small increase in their fitness will actually have some significant and meaningful effect on their health indicators. For example, good quality life or reduced mortality risk. And then, of course, when we go up in the scale of fitness towards good and excellent fitness level, then the focus will be more on performance aspect, so that they are able to, for example, run 10 kilometers faster or able to perform better in some kind of a competition or situation like that. So that then it's looking more at the performance angle of that. And of course, the general population, people who are somewhere in poor, average, moderate, good fitness level. That's probably the main target audience of this estimation. And then when we look at the top end, like I will talk about a little bit later, then of course the traditional fitness testing is still very valuable and important. This old picture many might recognize from old physiology books from Wilson and Tanaka et al. Say part of the same message, how physical fitness and age are related. And the idea with this one, of course, being that we cannot completely reverse the trend with aging. When we get older, our fitness level is going to drop gradually, and that's a fact of life. But if we are able to improve our fitness at any given time in our age and move up a level, then we can actually improve our quality of life. So this shows an example that if the fitness level is poor, by the time a person is around 50 or 60 years old, just normal daily life is actually at the top end of their sort of comfortable performance level. So walking stairs or doing household work exerts them to a degree that's excessive. It's like exercise for them. But if they are able to move up in their fitness by 10 or 20%, those kind of daily tasks will no longer exert them and they will have energy to do better things. And that's where the quality of life factor comes into play. And this is good to keep in mind, that really that kind of a 10 to 20% increase in fitness for somebody who is in low level, it really is a meaningful change. And this picture is probably familiar to many of you from our Firstbeat presentations in the past, because our database really clearly and strongly has shown for years that the physical activity or physical fitness and stress and recovery balance are also have a strong association. So when we divide the database into physically active people and people who are physically very inactive, we find that the physically active group has a better balance between stress and recovery across all of the measurement days. So they even if they still have stress, they are able to recover from the stress and get into the recovery quicker and more effectively than the people who are unfit. So very good justifications why we should consider fitness an important part of the whole. These next two slides are from our info meeting presentation. You might be familiar with the info meeting slides that we often use and many of you are using when you're kicking off a project and introducing the lifestyle assessment. So we've now added two slides about the fitness level. This is what we tell the end clients who are about to take part in a lifestyle assessment project. A short explanation of what fitness level is, what VO2 max is, and of course emphasizing the fact that good aerobic fitness is associated with better health and comprehensive well-being, again to try to make sure that the message is there that this is not only about the milliliters per kilogram per minute or VO2 max, but it's about health and comprehensive well-being. Benefits apply to all of us, and of course the coach will be able to provide more personalized goals and exercise tips because once they know what the fitness level actually is. A suitable for all, easy and safe way to measure fitness that does not require maximal effort. This is also an important message to get across. And then the next slide shows to the clients how they actually get their fitness level from the lifestyle assessment. So the idea is to walk for at least 30 minutes continuously at any time during the assessment. They should walk at moderate pace on flat terrain and not carry heavy loads, use walking poles, backpacks, child strollers, things like that, and also preferably avoid talking a lot because those are things that can increase your heart rate and can affect the result. A steady pace is the best, so you don't have to take a sprint in the end, and your result will also not improve if you try to go as fast as possible. Instead, a comfortable, moderate pace has been found to be sufficient, and it's also the safest way to do that. If the client wants, they can mark the walk in the journal, but it's not necessary. The analysis will automatically identify walking segments and then conduct the fitness level estimation from that. Contraindications or situations where a person might not want to do the walk, or at least they should consult the service provider. Of course, if there's a condition that limits their ability to walk normally, so if they cannot walk at a moderate pace for 30 minutes, then they need to find some other way to get their fitness level estimated. And beta blocker medication has an effect on heart rate, and that is a situation where at least they should talk with you and you can together decide if it's meaningful for them to do the fitness level estimation. And of course, it's still possible to complete the lifestyle assessment without fitness level estimation, just like in the past. So if the person never engages in any exercise or doesn't do any walking, it's not necessary to do that. They should still do the 3-day measurement just like normal, and they will get the lifestyle assessment report like they have in the past, only it won't have the fitness level page. All right, and then the client, those 2 slides were from the info meeting that we can give to the clients if that is the way. But if instead you, for example, mail the bodyguard device to your client and provide information via phone, then the client also gets some automatic messages from the lifestyle assessment that remind them about the fitness level. This is the first message that they get when they sign into the lifestyle assessment interface to fill in their personal information. It's the same view that they have got in the past, but now we've added a small bit about the fitness level. Lifestyle assessment can provide an estimate of fitness level. It can be automatically estimated if the measurement includes at least 30 minutes of continuous walking at moderate pace on flat terrain. So basically the same information that you just saw on the information slide. And also there's a disclaimer here about the illness or condition that limits their ability to walk or exercise, or if they never exercise, to consult their provider or their physician before taking on that. And this links them to the fitness level website that we have, so the client can easily go there and find questions and answers if they need to. And then 1 day after the client has started the measurement, they always get this "great to have you on board" email. And also in that there's a short reminder, if you want an estimate of your fitness level, you can walk for 30 minutes at your own pace at the time that fits you the best. So we try to make sure that the client knows that in order to get the fitness level, they do need to do this 30-minute walk, but it's presented in such a way that it's not necessary, but more like, if you want that, then please do this. Of course, the idea of this is that in addition to the being a nice new information for the client, it's a definite added value for your offering. When whatever kind of package you're offering and coaching together with the lifestyle assessment, this product is still lifestyle assessment like it was in the past, but it now includes an opportunity to evaluate fitness level. And it has been asked about for many years, so this should be a very attractive feature for many people. It allows you to cater and tailor possibilities for different types of customers. So for example, if you're having fitness intervention project, this is now a concrete value that you can follow up in the follow-up project before the intervention and then after to see if the fitness was actually improving. And also other kinds of targeted lifestyle changes when you find out if the fitness level is very poor or maybe already good. So then you are able to give more specific and more focused guidelines for the client. And the fact that fitness is a key component of comprehensive well-being, that has always been there. Now it's just one more step to a more concrete level of that. But we always have considered sleep and stress management, stress recovery, balance, and exercise, and important. Those are all important components of well-being. Why should you do it? A couple more sort of arguments here, or how you can also discuss it with your client if they're a little bit unsure. So to try to make sure they understand that it's not a scary thing. It's easy to do. It's safe to do. It doesn't require them to exert themselves anyhow maximally, just a comfortable pace. And that they shouldn't be worried if they get a result of fitness poor or fairly poor, because in a way that can be a motivating factor. Because even with small changes to their weekly pattern, they then can see concrete improvements, and the fitness level will increase quickly when the fitness level starting point is very low. Of course, for people who are already very fit, as everyone knows, then it takes a lot more systematic effort to see further improvements. It takes a very specific training program that's balanced with high intensity and low intensity workouts. So it gets a bit tougher to improve fitness when you are in the high end of the fitness level scale, but at the low end, easy small changes into the weekly rhythm will start having some nice improvements. And on the message, when we talk with the clients for feedback, I think you all have a lot of expertise on this already, but just sort of to remind that to stay on the side of positive in this one as well. So not you are in bad shape, that's why your recovery looks poor in the report as well. That's too straight of a parallel between two things that we don't know for sure if that's the cause and effect kind of situation. Instead, we should look at the result, see if there is maybe too much stress during the 24-hour period, maybe the recovery is delayed, maybe the overnight recovery overall is very poor, and then start discussing ways to improve the quality of recovery and the client stress management. And usually fitness, improving their fitness naturally comes into play in this kind of discussion. About the reliability, a couple words. So firstly, we monitor the relationship between the person's walking speed and heart rate. We are able to determine the walking speed via the accelerometer data that the bodyguard has. The bodyguard doesn't have GPS, so we are not able to see if the person is walking up and down the hill, but from walking, we can reliably determine the walking speed. And in our research and pilot studies, the mean error compared to lab results has been 6 to 9%, which means that the average difference to lab results is approximately plus or minus 3 milliliters per kilogram per minute. And of course, for a top-level athlete really looking to get those last few seconds or tweak their performance at the top level, 3 milliliters per kilogram per minute is a significant amount, but for a normal person, that we are in a pretty good range, and we are able to estimate their general fitness category quite reliably with this test. So how we phrase it is that it provides an accurate estimate of the regular person's fitness level with minimal effort. But in order for the result to be as reliable as possible, it is important to do it right. So we need to walk, not run, not do some other sport, not bike, but it has to be walking, and it should be a continuous 30-minute or more walk instead of trying to integrate several different walking segments from the day. We cannot do the result from that. And it should be on more or less flat terrain, because like I mentioned before, since we are looking at the heart rate response, if you walk up big hills, then obviously your heart rate response is going to be higher, and that's going to affect the result. And moderate pace is enough. We've done testing comparing a person doing it at a fast pace and moderate pace, and the algorithm can adjust for that. So it's clearly the safest is to recommend a moderate pace, and really if the client pushes too hard and really tries to overexert themselves, then their heart rate again will jump up more than normally, and that will negatively affect their result. Reliability can be compromised with the things that I've already mentioned. If there's a medicine that affects the heart rate, if you're walking in some kind of conditions that will have a significant effect on your heart rate. So for example, if it's extremely hot, humid conditions that causes your heart rate to be a lot higher, or if you do the walk when you're very fatigued or tired, exhausted. So then obviously that's not time to do any kind of test, and that includes this fitness level estimation. And walking in hilly terrain, like I mentioned before. The fitness level does not replace a maximal fitness test for athletes or purposes of top performance. That goes without saying, but it is a good population level estimation for our lifestyle assessment clients. This is what the report looks like. It's a separate page on the lifestyle assessment package. So you get your lifestyle assessment report and your summary report, and at the back of the pack, there is a page that shows the fitness level as milliliters per kilogram per minute, and then according to your age and gender, your fitness level on a scale from very poor to superior. This is a scale used with permission from the Cooper Institute, and so we're using that scale. And it has a little bit of information about VO2 max here as well, and then the client's emails will link them to the website as well. This is how it's shown in the project summary report. So if you're doing group project, the page that shows exercise statistics from the group, how much measured physical activity and self-reported physical activity there was, we've now added this graph on the lower right corner of the page, estimated fitness level and what % of people were in different categories. And the idea is that even if this is anonymous, it allows you to demonstrate risk areas to the company management and help plan next steps, and also again focus the message to the different fitness categories so they can each get valuable information about the result. And in the follow-up report, if it's a project where you're doing 2 measurements or 3 measurements and doing a follow-up, so this part, the stress and recovery balance, sleep and physical activity graphs are just like in the past, but on the top, where it used to say the activity class that the client had themselves recorded, now it will show the fitness level as milliliters, and then in parentheses the fitness level category. So then you can easily see with multiple measurements, you can see what the trend of their fitness development is. So that's all about fitness level, and now it's a good chance for you as professional users first to go and test it yourself. You can go and do a professional user's own assessment, and you don't need to do a 3-day measurement. You can just measure for a day, or even just do the walk and then upload the data and create a report, and you can learn for yourself how it's working. And then, of course, hopefully you can start instructing and telling your clients about this in a positive way, so something exciting new to add to the assessment. And we'll be keeping a close eye on that during the fall, and look forward to hearing your experiences about it as well. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye-bye.